Hey everybody, welcome back. Steve here from Steve's Garage, and you all know Inspector Earl. In fact, Earl now is a automobile technician, certified. My friend Ed, who's a master mechanic, made him a certified inspector, so he's keeping an eye on him and he's pretty tough. Anyway, Earl's got a sign on that says, "Put the brakes on." So, if you've been following the hot rod build, today we're going to be working on putting the master cylinder on, and I've been working on it. I'm a little sweaty. It's 90 plus degrees today here in Western Mass, and it's I think it's June 1st or June 2nd, 1970, somewhere in there. Anyway, another beautiful day, but without any further ado, let's go and we'll put this on. Earl, what do you think of the car so far? Coming along good, all right? So let's take a look at what we're doing, and I'll show you around. So I've got the master cylinder in place, and of course I put it on and took it off, I don't know, I think it was 146 times. And any of you guys who build these old cars and try to retrofit new stuff to old, you know it's got to come on, off. And I needed to make sure I had clearance from my clutch lever down there and the brake, and I had a future adjustment. There's just a lot of small details, and you can't rush into any of it. You've got to go back and forth, putting it on, testing it out. Then I took a little framing square, and where the bracket is on the other side, you can see the bracket, the edge there. I put a little mark up on the frame here, following with the square, followed it down around, and then I made a pattern of the bracket that's on the master cylinder. Did some measuring on the blue tape on the outside, marked it out, put it up there, and marked my holes and drilled my holes. And I didn't drill them while you were watching because I know that is just boring work. So now we are going to get the bolts in the master cylinder, try to get the reservoir on, and then we're going to work towards plumbing this car with brake lines. I did finally get in. I've been waiting on, I can't do a video like every day because we're always waiting on parts, and the parts I'm kind of figuring as I go. So I could only get 16-inch lines, and I couldn't get them braided. I wanted, braided lines. I couldn't get them for early Ford that was long enough. They were only 16 inches, and this is 17 and a half. And if I went to 16, I just thought it would be too tight with the radius of the wheel turning, and I want to make sure I got some slack. So this is we're with rubber, but this will bolt through the frame. We'll get it through the frame to the inside, and then we'll plumb from there, forward and chase it all around as need be. All right. So let me get the camera reset up, and we'll try to get this thing bolted on and go from there. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. Thanks to all the veterans, all you guys who were veterans and served in Vietnam and World War II, World War I, Korea, the list goes on, I actually have an uncle who died in World War II, my father's brother, and sadly, my father really never talked about it a lot because I know it crushed his family, and as it would anybody, obviously. And so now my sister was in the Army, and she is looking into all the information we can find out about him, because he died 30 days before the war ended, and he was killed actually by Hitler Youth, from what we have been told. And then he was buried in Holland for 4 years before his remains were sent home. So very tragic. Again, my dad never spoke about it, and we only can imagine why, because it must have been horrific, to say the least, to live through. So anyway, big cheers and respect to all the servicemen and women who have fought for our freedom and gave me the right to sit here retired and build my car and enjoy my life in the land of the free. So that's that. Now, see if we can get some bolts on here. And of course, it wouldn't be right if you didn't drop something every 3 minutes. I don't know if you saw that. I'm pulling on this handle. Oh boy. The heat's getting to me already. Not even hot out. 90 something. I have to admit, I'm in this garage. I kept the doors shut so it stays cool in here, and I do have an air conditioner in the window that I put in last year. Because once we stopped with all the woodworking here, you couldn't have an air conditioner with all the dust. Now, I was drilling and things fell everywhere. So I'm looking for my other bolt. We've got these 3. My other bolt is on the ground, of course. So our next one, we're heading for the 4th of July, right? Oh my God, all 4 went in. We're gonna have to maybe do a little more drilling. Nine 16s. My head in the way? Probably, right? Gotta get a new camera guy. So in the meantime, I've put a couple videos on a couple car shows. I was at one this past Tuesday night, the Ludlow Elks. Put that video up if you want to go watch it. We had Cars and Coffee last Sunday. So me and the guys, you know, the car show basically every night. Only go so many a week. There. She's on. Now the other thing I have to do is, you see this pedal is forward, so I've got to cut this and bring this pedal back a couple of inches. But I may not do that until I have the brakes in, adjusted, and running, because this may be adjusted and changed, so I don't want to overcut something and have to go backwards. Because you've heard about putting the cart before the horse. That would be putting the cart before the horse moved, right there. And they also sell rubber pedals for these. I want to get a rubber pedal for here. This can bring me forward probably 3/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch, I don't know. And so that's that. Now, the level is out. I wanted to make sure I had room underneath, you know, here, so when I put the body on top, that the power pump there wasn't hitting the floor. So you always have to think forward constantly. It never ends. There's 100 different things to think about. 120 probably. So when you're putting one of these together, one of your most important parts, I'm going to take you off here for a minute. So, oh shit.